everybody. Welcome to Storm Log number 8 of the Scudbuster Diaries, Flagler County Storm Chasers. My name is Ed Sharkovich. Welcome to 2018, and first week of 2018 was a little bit hectic and crazy already with a New Year's winter storm warning. People going down to the beach New Year's Day were expecting to see a beautiful sunrise. Instead, this is what they were met with: gale force winds, heavy rain, not pleasant at all. The National Weather Service in Jacksonville has issued a gale warning with high surf and a possible winter weather event on Wednesday. Gale warning describes winds that are between 39 and 54 miles per hour, and as those winds came roaring into the shore, they certainly did whip the surf up high. This was taken just north of the pier, and focusing out toward the end of the pier, some of these waves actually did break over the deck of the pier itself. The high surf advisory was for surf between 9 and 12 feet in height. Let's take a look at some footage of some of those waves in action. Take a look at this foam that's been driven up into the dunes. It's amazing how rough this surf actually is. Taking a look to the north, the waves are just driven right up to the dunes. We knew eventually there was going to be some kind of dune erosion, but look at the breakers hitting those pilings. Amazing. The areas of damage to the dunes were reported at Marineland, Beverly Beach. A lot of the Flagler Beach walkovers were undermined and damaged, and this was the scene up at Malacompra, where there was an actual breach and the water washed up onto Malacompra Road itself. Let's take a look at the footage. So here we are down at the end of Malacompra Road. You can see the ocean plain as day right there. The dunes had completely washed over. You can also see the stream of water running up towards the west. This area was damaged both with Hurricane Matthew and Hurricane Irma. Amazing. January the 3rd, the National Weather Service in Jacksonville issues this bulletin calling for potential snow. How much? 1 to 3 inches of snow, with locally areas receiving 4 to 6 inches of snow inside of Georgia. But take a look at where this forecast extends down into the top part of Nassau County, then hooking around between Perry and Lake City, Florida. They also call for ice accumulations touching down into Jacksonville, over towards Gainesville, over towards Cross City, awfully close to St. Augustine. So we get a bulletin from Flagler County Skywarn saying that the National Weather Service has indicated that this snow and ice forecast has extended a little bit further south than they originally predicted. So with that, we headed out on the road in search of snow. Here we are leaving Flagler County, heading into St. John's. Ton of rain, temperatures dropping sharply. You can feel it on the window, but take a look at the sign. Winter storm warning, use caution. With the National Weather Service in Jacksonville calling for icy roads, I didn't want to get stuck on 95, so I'm here on 16 heading towards the Shands Bridge. Take a look at how rough the St. Johns River is right there. Temperatures were dropping sharply at this point. You can see all the steam coming off the water, heading into Clay County and then up towards Jacksonville. So here I am, the blue circle. I am just north of Fruit Cove, actually right over into the Duval County line, looking for snow, seeing nothing but rain, but the temperatures are still continuing to drop. Heck, I came this far. Let's go past Jacksonville and head towards the National Weather Service Jacksonville, which is this black dot right here, which represents Jacksonville Doppler radar. Here we are arriving in downtown Jacksonville. You can see the buildings over towards the right. At this point, the air temperature has dropped sharply. You can see the buildings shrouded in fog. Pellets are just starting to hit the windshield. Everything is steaming. Roads are steaming, cars are steaming. Amazing for it being Florida. Take a look at the message change on the DOT sign. Bridge ice is before road. It's starting to get cold. We finally arrive at the National Weather Service in Jacksonville. We are the blue circle. Our blue circle is inside the black circle, which is the Doppler installation itself. Still only raining, and we want snow. We swing through the parking lot, park in front of the sign, and figure we'll just get some pictures when suddenly we started to see flakes coming down, and then there were chunks of ice that were hitting the van windshield and the hood, and I looked up and realized that there was snow and also an ice storm. Everything was covered in ice around their building. Pine trees, power lines, telephone poles. All of this lasted for maybe 30 minutes or so, but it was cool. We were happy with that, and we headed back to Flagler County. The next day, January 4th, hard freeze goes into effect. This was ice down at South 5th Street in Flagler Beach. Let's take a look at what the National Weather Service had to say. Hard freeze warnings for Palm Coast and Flagler County, wind chill advisory, and a special weather statement which had to do with protecting your pets and plants and yourself from frostbite. But that morning, look at the temperature, 29 degrees. That's cold. Across from 7-Eleven in Flagler Beach, you can see this puddle was entirely frozen over. Instead of there being just frost on car windshields, there was actually ice that required something to scrape it off. And the swales in the L section of Palm Coast were completely frozen over. January 5th, another hard freeze. Take a look at the ice floating on top of this C-section canal. Cold. January 6th, the next day, C-section canals again frozen over. By the following day, things had started to warm back up somewhat. Instead of there being ice covering everything, there was just some frost. We're looking at January 7th right here over in the P section. Frost covering only roofs, not even on the grass so much, but things had definitely started to warm up. And as the days would progress to January the 8th, we were no longer getting any freezes or frost, but the return of warm air into our area resulted in dense fog advisories. I took this picture here at Aldi's at the corner of State Route 100 and Belle Terre. You can see how everything is very, very thick. Visibility was probably at 1,000 feet or less. And then taking a look at the next day, January 9th, again, dense fog advisory, things warming up, getting back to regular Florida weather. We love all kinds of weather, and it's important in Flagler County. Flagler County sits at the bottom of a 10,000-foot Doppler radar blind spot. Because of the distance between the towers in Jacksonville and Melbourne, these radar beams come out at a steep angle. Everything below these intersecting beams is invisible on Doppler radar, and it covers all of Flagler County. Our group of volunteers go out into severe weather to wait and watch for severe weather as it unfolds, to let both the Jacksonville National Weather Service and Flagler County Emergency Management know what's happening so that they can send code red alerts and bulletins and advisories out to you. The National Weather Service has teamed up with Flagler County Emergency Management to offer Skywarn weather spotting classes to help educate residents about the problem that we have here and how to best keep yourself and your family safe during all forms of severe weather. Our next Skywarn weather spotting class is going to be Wednesday, January the 31st, 2018 from 6 to 8 p.m. That will be at Flagler County Emergency Services, 1769 East Moody Boulevard, building number 3 in Bunnell. Go ahead and register. It's an awesome 2 hours, and it may actually help to save your life. We love going out in all kinds of severe weather, but we can't be everywhere at the same time. We need your help. So if you witness wind damage, flooding, dense fog, lightning strikes, tornadoes, waterspouts, beach erosion, or hail, give us a call, let us know, go on our Facebook page, and send us a message telling us what's happened. We'll send one of our weather photographers out to document the incident for both you and for us, and who knows, you may actually see it here. Take a look at flaglercounty.org/emergency. That is the official webpage for Flagler County Emergency Service. They have all kinds of great things on there about how to keep you and your family safe. On Facebook, the best place for telling us exactly what's going to happen with weather forecasts in our area. Flagler Weather Info is the place. It's run by Flagler County Emergency Management. And of course, Bob Pickering does his weekly, if not more, Flagler weather updates to tell all of you what to expect in the coming weeks ahead. You can follow us at edsharkphotoimages.com/Scudbuster Diaries. We also do Facebook Live broadcasts whenever there's severe weathering affecting our area. You can watch our episodes on our YouTube channel as well as Flagler County Government YouTube. And on Fridays at 8 p.m. on Channel 492 Spectrum Television is where you'll find us on the air with Flagler County TV. If you're ready to start giving back to Flagler County, take a look at Flagler County Assist React. It's a group of dedicated volunteers that are trained in all aspects of emergency services and helping out Flagler County Emergency Management as well as first responders. Take a look at their Facebook page, join up, sign up. It's the best way to give back and also to get valuable information. Everything that we do with Flagler County Assist React goes into the Skywarn program that's run by the National Weather Service. That information goes back to emergency management as well as the National Weather Service. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.